What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Craniac Gaming. We're back with the Baltimore State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As it's Conference Championship week, Baltimore State, of course, an independent team, and it's not like they're going to a bowl game anyways. We still got to figure out who's going to be playing for the national championship. So in this video, we're going to be showing you Conference Championship games that have the most to directly do with the national championship. And we're going to start off in the American Conference as SMU hosts Army. SMU ranked 8th in the nation, so they're a bit of a long shot to get to the national championship, but that could definitely happen for them. But they got to win this game first. So here's Derek Williams on a counter play, able to break a few tackles, gets up to about the 34-yard line. SMU would settle for a field goal. Now into the second quarter, still 3-0. Derek Williams up the right sideline. With a full head of steam, he's going to be brought down at the 31. Another field goal for SMU. Now we go later in the second quarter. Nate Lane, the quarterback, going to find Anthony Allen down the middle of the field. He's going to get dragged down at about the 9-yard line, and they would settle for another field goal. Now, last seconds of the second quarter, Lane into the corner of the end zone, finds Hansen for the touchdown, and SMU ends the half with a 16-0 lead, but don't sleep on Army. Now down 16-3. Here's David Edwards going to punch it into the end zone from 1 yard out. And Army now down by 6 with about 2:50 to go. SMU trying to run the clock out now. 3rd and 7. Lane going to break a tackle. Trying to scramble, and he's brought down for the sack. Loses 4 in the play. Army burns a timeout. Now with under a minute to go. Last chance for Army. 4th and 18. And the receiver just drops the pass straight up. I mean, you might have to cut this guy at this point because that is just a blatant drop right there. And it could have kept the game alive, but unfortunately, SMU would win 16-10. So now we go to the ACC Championship where we have Florida State taking on North Carolina. Early in the first quarter, here's a screen pass from Chris Hall to Jason Moss. Moss going to break another tackle deep in the Florida State territory up to about the 29. A big play there. And later on in the drive, 2nd and goal, Moss going to get the handoff, takes it into the end zone, and North Carolina has a 7-0 lead. So now 7-3 with a minute left in the first quarter, and Hall going to find his receiver near the sideline. Kareem Hines making the catch. Now last play of the first quarter, here's Hall breaking through the line, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and he's able to get out of the pile of Florida State defenders and into the end zone for the touchdown. And North Carolina takes a 14-3 lead at the end of the first quarter. Florida State falling behind early in this game, but Jon Douglas trying to make a play. He's intercepted, however. Martin Jean up the right sideline, and he is gone. Things looking awful for Florida State at this point. It's 21-3 North Carolina, and Florida State's national title hopes are seemingly going down the drain here. Midway through the second quarter, Chris Hall going to take it left side, and he gets into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. 28-3 midway through the second quarter, but Florida State would respond. Here's a pitch out to the running back. He's going to take it into the end zone. Maurice Wallace with a 4-yard touchdown run, and Florida State slows down the bleeding. They had a field goal as well, so it's 28-13. Now a pass over the middle, caught by Hines once again, as North Carolina is just having no problems moving the football against this Florida State defense. Simmons going to make the grab near the sidelines. That's good for 14 yards. Would have been good in the NFL as well. So now Hall going to find Lee Murray. Murray going to be stopped just shy of the end zone, but gets inside the 5-yard line. And that would set up Hall again. This time to the left side. Going to find Adam Simmons in the end zone. It's 35-13. Florida State just not looking very good right now, to say the very least. Right after a sack, Douglas just going to check down to Lauren Gray. Gray going to get past the North Carolina defender, down the left sideline, and he is gone. 83 yards to the house, and just like that, Florida State is back into this game. They would fail the 2-point conversion attempt, however, so it's 35-19. They'd add a field goal. Now it's 41-22. Florida State still has a very slim chance of winning this game, but still a chance nonetheless, as Douglas is going to find Gray, who gets up to the 20-yard line. Later on in the drive, here's a handoff. Marcus Ginn going to reverse field and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And now it's just a 2-possession game. Florida State still has a shot. They get another stop with about 3 minutes to go. Now 2nd and 4. A huge throw from Douglas. He's able to find his man, who gets out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. And Florida State still alive in this one, but now they face a 4th and 5 inside the 15-yard line. pretty much the last chance, and Wallace going to be stopped short of the first down marker. A big play for North Carolina, and that would pretty much be it for Florida State. North Carolina would win the ACC championship 41-29, and Florida State's national title hopes go right down the drain just like that. Now we move on to the SEC championship game, where number 3 Georgia is taking on number 6 Auburn. And this is a pretty low-scoring game. Not a lot of action until the fourth quarter, but what a bomb here. John Carter finding his receiver, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. They'd convert the 2-point conversion to make it 17-3, but don't count Auburn out yet. 4th and 14, and Victor Hayes going to find Mark Stevenson for a 42-yard touchdown strike. And just like that, Auburn stays alive. They need to stop here, though. 3rd and 7. Here's Carter trying to scramble for the first down, but he's brought down just short. Auburn out of timeouts, but they still have plenty of time to come back in this game. But Hayes is going to be intercepted by Eric Ostrander, the true freshman. He's going to take it all the way down to about the 8-yard line, and that's going to be all she wrote. Georgia able to hold on to win 17-10 to win the SEC championship game. And now they just need either Oregon or Nebraska to lose in their respective championship games in order to get to the national championship. But Oregon hosting the Pac-12 championship game against Arizona State, so a big advantage in a very snowy game. 3rd and 15. Subscriber-made quarterback Zack Cole going to check down to Casey Wright on the screen pass, and Wright going to take it into the end zone. So Oregon has an early 10-0 lead. Things not boding well for Georgia fans here. 1st and 10, Scott Lester going to break a tackle, finds his receiver over the middle. That's Devin Jordan making a big play, and that would lead to an ASU field goal. So it's 10-3, under 2 minutes to go. Cole going to throw right side. I don't know why he threw that into triple coverage, but he's picked off. William Davis up the left sideline. He's going to take it all the way back for a big pick six to tie the ball game up at 10. So Arizona State not going away after going down early. And now they get the ball back. Here's a throw from Lester. He's going to find his receiver, Martin Palmer, who gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And Arizona State, just like that, comes back from 10 down early on to take a 17-10 lead at halftime. But the very first play from scrimmage, and Cole is going to find Chris McBride down the left sideline all the way for a touchdown. And just like that, Oregon swinging for the fences as they tie the ball game up at 17. Later on in the third quarter, here's Lester. Off the read option, breaks a tackle. And he's going up the right sideline still, and he's finally brought down inside the 20-yard line. A big play by Scott Lester. And just like that, Arizona State takes their first lead after a field goal. Now another interception thrown by Cole. That would stall out a drive that was heading into Arizona State territory and tacked on by a field goal. Now it's 23-17, 5 minutes left in the game. Oregon not in very good straits right here. And now Zack Cole runs for 9 yards. Now 1st and 10, Cole on another read option just stiff arms a defender. And he's brought down for another gain of 8, but this time Cole is down. He is hurt. He would have to leave the game momentarily. So now in comes Josh Simpson. He's going to go right side and throws an absolute dot to Jermaine Fuller for a touchdown. Oregon would go up 24-23 after the extra point. So now Arizona State has plenty of time as Lester going to take the read option, coughs up the football, however, and is picked up by Oregon, and that's the last thing that Arizona State needed in this situation. Oregon trying to close out the ball game. Cole back into the game now as he steps up, throws to the end zone, and his receiver just couldn't hold on to it. Incomplete. That would lead to a field goal. So now Arizona State, with all 3 timeouts remaining, has a chance to take the lead back. As Lester going to find his man over the middle. That's Dennis Gilbert for the first down. So now 1st and 10 near midfield. Lester going to drop back, goes left side. He's going to find Gilbert again. Gilbert up the left sideline, and he's going to be brought down inside the 20 up to about the 15-yard line. And now 1st and 10, Lester over the middle. He's going to find Gilbert again, and Gilbert going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Gilbert just putting the team on his back, and Arizona State takes a 4-point lead with just over a minute to go. But still plenty of time for Oregon. Maybe too much time for Zack Cole and company as he finds Kevin Green for a 14-yard gain. Now 1st and 10. Cole going to go right side. Finds Charles Brown this time, who gets into Arizona State territory. Now 3rd and 12. Cole, with plenty of time to throw, checks down to Leak, and Leak going to be stopped just short of the first down marker, but they're going to call on their field goal kicker. He's 2 for 2 so far in this game. Can he make a third one to tie the ball game up and possibly send it to overtime? Kick on the way, and it is going to fall just short. No good. Arizona State pulls off a huge upset over Oregon. 30-27 is your final. Oregon going to fall out of the national championship game, and Georgia's probably going to take their place. But there's still one more spot to fill, and that leaves us with the number 1 team in the nation, Nebraska, taking on Michigan State in the Big Ten championship game, live from Lucas Oil Stadium. Now, early on in the first quarter, here's a handoff up the middle. Brian Newton, the Heisman favorite, gets inside the 10-yard line, big 42-yard gain. And now 2nd and goal. Blake Horn up the right sideline. He's going to take it into the end zone, just powering through the Michigan State defense for the 10-yard touchdown run. It's 7-0 Nebraska early on in this game. Michigan State would add a field goal to make it 7-3. Now they have the ball here. 3rd and 12. Matt Clark going to find Max Horn over the middle for a big 31-yard gain. However, on 3rd and 6, Clark going to be intercepted. Big ups to Richards, who makes the big interception there. And that stifles the Michigan State drive. Now second quarter action, and I have no idea what the hell the quarterback was thinking here, as he checks down right to the cornerback, intercepted by Eric Fontaine. Doug Bryant is tripping for throwing that. But just like that, Michigan State with a 10-7 lead. Now 10-13 later on in the quarter, and Bryant going to make up for it with a big cross-body throw, although you're not supposed to be doing that either. I don't know what Bryant's doing here. But now 2nd and 1, here's the handoff. Brian Newton, I know what he's doing. He's running to the end zone for a big touchdown. And that's what we've seen from him all season long, just coming up with big plays to help the Cornhuskers. So now at 14-13, Michigan State has time to take the lead, however, as Karan Franklin comes up with a big 19-yard gain. Later on, 2nd and inches. Here's Clark going left side, and Woods able to drag a foot. And now Michigan State inside the 20. Here's Clark taking it himself, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard run on the option play. And Michigan State takes a 20-14 lead. But Nebraska just had way too much time to do something with the football, as Doug Bryant able to find Sean Burley for a big 48-yard touchdown pass to make it 21-20 into the half. Now here's Bryant again. Gonna let it fly over the middle, and a big catch by Brandon Mathis for a touchdown. Nebraska extends their lead to 28-20. And that was just a hell of a catch by Mathis in traffic. Had a great job to hold on to it. After a 3-and-out by Michigan State, here's Nebraska again as Bryant finds McGuire for a 19-yard gain. Nebraska looking to extend their lead, but their receiver would drop the pass, and it's intercepted by guess who? Eric Fontaine. He breaks the tackle. Fontaine looking for a pick six, but he's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line, but still a huge play by Eric Fontaine. So now 2nd and goal for Michigan State, and Bob Bates into the end zone with a 5-yard run, and Michigan State now down by just 2. They'd go for 2 here to tie the ball game up. And Clark is just like, why spread the wealth when you can do it yourself? Runs in for 2 to tie it at 28. But now Nebraska trying to get the lead back, and Newton just gets crushed, fumbles the football. It's picked up by Michigan State, and that is probably not the best place to fumble the football, as Newton just gets crushed on this play. I definitely hope he's okay after that hit. It would only lead to a field goal, and he actually would be okay to come back into the game as he picks up a big gain there to get Nebraska another field goal. It's 31-31 into the fourth quarter. Now Bryant gonna find Sean Burley, who gets inside the 40, and now later on in the drive, 3rd and 8, he's gonna go left side, and what a grab by Mathis. Heads up play to get his foot in bounds as well. So now 2nd and goal, Bryant into the back of the end zone, finds Aaron Foster for a 9-yard touchdown, and just like that is 38-31. Nebraska trying to make a comeback here though. 3rd and 9, and Clark going to be brought down for the sack. Gabe Phillips gets to him, and that would set up Nebraska to put this game away, as Bryant going to find McGuire, breaks the tackle, and he's going to get into the end zone for the 43-yard touchdown catch. And that would pretty much seal the deal for Nebraska. Last chance for Michigan State here, And Clark going to throw it to his receiver. He couldn't get his foot in bounds. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And just like that, Nebraska clinches the final spot in the national championship game as they take down Michigan State 48-31. Now, we've seen some crazy things happen in this game, but it's looking like it's going to be Georgia versus Nebraska for the national championship. You'll find out for sure who plays in the national championship next video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this highlight video of the conference championship games. I know Baltimore State didn't actually play in this video, but I felt like I should do this just to add a little depth to the series overall. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3,000. I'm outie 5,000. Deuces.